All right, so today, yes, this is a showcase that I'm doing for Guillotine. I've recorded this on stream, so just first off, rip to the homies on stream. We had like a live chat, we were doing it, I was recording it. I ended the stream like, this is a good video, and then I was like looking back, I'm like, you know what, I can do it better, right? I don't want to like push out the video yet. I'll take some time with it, make sure to do one more showcase type and redo this video. So that's what I'm doing here to make it a little bit better and give you my honest thoughts and make sure I can help you to a better degree. We did good on stream, it's just I wanted to do better. So with that being said, first off, shout out to the homie Avin and Venom, both responded right away. But I hopped on Avin's account over here to showcase this. So Winter Guillotine, brand new character, okay? This character operates in a very weird way, and I want to make this clear and just talk about why I think this character is how she is, and if it's worth it to invest, if it's worth it to use this character, and how all of that operates. We're going to be using this character specifically in fire. Why? Every part of her kit is buffed up when they are the strong element. You have to realize that. She is not going to work as a more open character where she pops off in any content. That is not how this character operates. You have to be ready with this character to be used in more, not saying niche, but more, what's the word here? Like more content with just water. So yeah, it's technically niche, but not that she's like only good in one area. Though she is. Hard to say. I'm not trying to say she's bad. People say niche and like, oh, niche means bad. No, niche doesn't mean bad. Niche means, you know, usable. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm trying to say it in a proper way. It doesn't make sense, but how we're going to do this is this. We're going to run base team. We're going to run this first, and then we're going to swap in with some of the other teams that I wanted to test. So first things first, we're going to cut this off exactly at 1 minute 30 every time. Here's the team. Simple. Crown, Litter, Guillotine, Ludmilla this. Let's test her DPS capabilities. Let's let her burst. Let's let her support further on Ludmilla. Let's let her have the star of the show. What does she do? I'll make this clear. Do not expect Ludmilla. Do not expect that. Ludmilla was Ludmilla because Ludmilla had Ludmilla and what Ludmilla had. Yeah? Very easy thing to understand. They made Ludmilla much better. Okay? As these updates go and these entire things operate, they always choose to make like the secondary character in Christmas not as good as the primary character. Ludmilla was primary, that's why Ludmilla was Ludmilla. Because she was primary, she's the better character, that's how it goes. Main is the primary, the better character. The secondary characters are released week 2, like Nikke, you know, and was PvP, we're not going to count that, but let's say Nikke, let's say this over here, they're not as good as the first week. It's kind of some things that happen, like Grave wasn't as Cinderella was Cinderella. Same thing here. So just keep that in mind. Don't expect a maiden Ludmilla. Expect a great character for solo raid. Expect a character who will support you in DPS for you. Expect a character that can be there in most content when Water Week is advantageous. Correct? That's there. That's what I want to make clear, okay? And that's why I want to record this to a better degree, making sure that I think that she is still powerful. I think that she is still something. But I don't want you to invest and hard invest in this character thinking, you know, she's, what's the word? The greatest character in the game or anything like that. But I wanted to show 2 tests. So we're testing like this. We'll show it to you. At around 1 minute 30, we'll call it quits. We'll do this burst cycle here. Again, allow Guillotine to go. So we'll let one more burst cycle go for Ludmilla. So it's, again, not biased. We'll let the burst cycle finish and then end it so we don't have to do a full 3-minute boss run here. Again, so you get an idea here, okay? So here we go. Let this burst cycle complete, and then you'll kind of know. Let's see it. Here we go. Burst, burst, burst. Okay. We'll let the cycle complete, and then again, I'll show it to you. But 100% I can guarantee without having to look at it, it's going to be Ludmilla better. Because again, she's a DPS. She's going to be supported. It's going to happen. But it's a difference. It's a heavy difference. That's the thing. Okay. So if you're expecting her to be on par with like Ludmilla or other water DPSs, she's not. She is supporting and doing a lot to help others, but don't expect her to be the DPS. She's pseudo. She is support DPS. That's what she is. Okay, so hopefully that makes a bit more sense, but that's just how it works. Okay, so there you go. Not a bad thing. Pretty good test. We like it. So we'll wrap it up here. Let's just, I'm gonna screenshot this so I have this so I can show it to you later. There we go. So it's 281, 525. Well, let's end it. Now let's test one other way. Let's do it this. Okay, let's put on her as the main DPS and test it this way, and then we're gonna swap in. I think he has her Quincy. We're going to swap in Quincy and then see. So you'll understand, swap in Quincy as Guillotine. And then you'll see 2 DPSs versus 1 support, 1 DPS. And then we can also try 3 water DPSs and just see how that works. You can, because I know that comment's going to come through, you can put Doro instead of Litter. It's up to you if you want to do that. I'm keeping litter to keep the CDR and everything working here. But you can, that is a perfect swap in. So let's run this, see what happens here. We'll cut it off exactly at around a minute 25-ish, around where we were at last time. Then we'll take a screenshot and memorize that, and then see what happens when you put in Quincy. That will be a very good test there to see DPS to support or pseudo. You know what I mean? So again, let's keep an eye. We got to make sure to not mess this one up here. But again, you'll see now a much higher number. If you were to run both tests over here, you get a higher number when Winter Ludmilla is up front. Because again, the one burst thing should be Ludmilla. Yes, the support is there, but Ludmilla's burst is just so much more powerful than whatever Guillotine can offer. So like the burst cycle would kind of be like this more so. And then like the only swap you could make theoretically is on this team over here, remove Naga, put Quincy where Ludmilla is, and then say Quincy, Guillotine, Ludmilla. Yeah, Ludmilla. You could say that because you still want to get the buffs off. So that could be there. And then you can replace Litter for Doro. That works too. So those are options if you want to go for it. But here's the look at the damage right now: 210 versus 83. So yeah, Ludmilla is just a beefcake when it comes to damage. So again, I'm not saying that she's bad. I want to make that clear. She's still limited. Limited is something, right? And if you are in like a bunch of summons and ready for Pilgrim, you're like, I'd rather just go for the Pilgrim. Make sure you just amass pity. This time you still can try to amass pity between Maiden, between Ludmilla, between Guillotine, between Mika. You can amass pity, chase it that way, and then go ham on the Pilgrim with pity. That's the still best way to do it. There's still a Pilgrim up and coming. Again, I don't know how it operates because how will they do, if it is Rappi, how are they going to do that? Does anybody know? Because we'll see how they do it, Rappi. We'll see. But as of right now, that's what I still stand at. But you can always wait till the last day. If you're on the fence with Guillotine, you can still wait. But let's let this burst cycle go through here. There we go. Guillotine gets her burst off. And then again, I'll let it finish up after the countdown here that will end it. So it's exactly, everyone got their equal bursts. So, boom. Now we're done. 1 minute 14 around 1 minute 15 was last time. Take a screenshot of this. Remember this to memory. It's gonna be, let me screenshot this so I have it. It's 539, 285, 57, 115, 59. Let's leave the shooting range. The entire score is going to be 1057. So let's do around 1 minute 14 and see what happens. Let's just test this, right? Let's remove this, scrap this out of here. Let's slot in Quincy. So let's put by burst 3. Let's put in Quincy. Let's save it. Now let's see. So now, no support. No help from Guillotine. What will Ludmilla do? What will Quincy do? I'm curious on that number. That number will give you a lot of information. So around 114, we got to pause it and then take a look into what we pop off with. So that's, again, how you can also test this. But another solid team, again, is just Rocket straight up. 3 burst 3s with it, which is just water. And so like Crown, Litter, Quincy, Guillotine, Ludmilla. That's it. Same one I mentioned earlier. Which we'll test that one as well. So again, that's why I wanted to showcase this a little bit better. Shout out again to Avid and Venom both for cooking up here and allowing me to use their accounts for offering, as always. So I can test this. Both the homies. Absolute homies, dude. So yeah. As always though, let me know, are you pulling? Let me know how it goes if you do pull. If you're asking how I did, I think it was either 70 or 60 summons we pulled it. We did also pull another character I didn't have, so to me it was a W summons. Pretty good actually. And I also now get to save like 7-ish multis, 3 plus 5, 8-ish multis, let's say, until Rupee and Destroy Me. So that's up and coming. I will probably, if it's a Pilgrim banner, as always, right? It's pity time. I'm not going on 1%. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. So again, here we go. We're rounding down to the time frame. Okay, we're kicking to a minute 14. So again, we'll see the difference here when it comes to these two separate damage scopes, which will give you an idea again for how this operates. So let's see. This would be a pretty good test. Just saying, this would be a pretty good test. Here we go. Remember, you can also test Phantom. Don't forget that that's also the case. Correct. All right, here we go. Winding down now. Exacted 114, or when this burst ends, we allow that to go through here, and then you get like an idea. So let's see. Boom. So 114. Let's get it one more second. There we go. 114. We kicked up 386, 333 compared to. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. If I remember to pop it on the screen, I will, or just like verbally say it. But that is compared to, again, let's see, it's opening up here. Give me a second. Boom, it's opened up. Here, it's 539 Winter Ludmilla. So now 386 compared to 333 compared to Winter Slayer's 285. So 539 with Winter Slayer. Ludmilla, that's what she popped off with, versus 386. And then Winter Slayer was 285 versus 333. So let's leave shooting range, right? And then it should give us the number here. It is 954. This is what I wanted to show you. 954 versus what you had with, again, Guillotine 1.05. So you had a bit better there. That was better, okay? So yes, theoretically, running Guillotine for Water Team is going to be better than not running it. But it's not making her like a must pull. If you take Solar Ray seriously, it's a limited character and you want to do it. You want to pull it. So that's going to be the case. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. So that's the case, okay? When it comes outside of that, you know, outside of caring for Solar Raid or Water Team, if you do not give a damn for Water Team, this is not worth it to you. It's Water Team only. If the next, that's the issue. If the next banner is like Water, Little Mermaid water units, because again, we're overdue for both a Wind Pilgrim and a Water Pilgrim. Your only Water Pilgrim is literally just Doro. Your Wind Pilgrim is Noah, who's been a launch character, and last year's Scarlet Black Shadow. So you're overdue for both a Water and Wind. Iron, it's already stacked. There's too many characters, too many Pilgrims for Iron. It's way too much. So that we can't say. We can't count that, okay? Electric has 4, Fire has 3, Iron has 6, Water has 1, Wind has 2. So whoever's next, whether it be Little Mermaid, whether it be whoever, they're either a Water character or a Wind character. If they're a Water character, there could be some very good synergy between, again, Guillotine and that. So I highly recommend you don't shut out the idea that I have to be forced to skip here. You keep your mind open. That's what I want to say. So we'll let this 3-minute round up here, and then we're done with the video. But again, I did a pretty solid showcase on stream. I wanted to do it better here to show you the comparison. Because again, I'm not trying to undermine Guillotine. I'm just making it clear that if you're expecting, because people were expecting, hey, it's going to be Ludmilla 2.0. Not Ludmilla 2.0. Very far from that. But still a great supporter. Still a great character to slot into Water Team. If you run Quincy and you run Ludmilla constantly for Water Week Solar Raids, you're going to love Guillotine. You're going to love her. And if you're able to comprise this team here, you're going to have a pretty powerful team. But again, it is niche. It's when Water Week is there, Guillotine shines. When it's not there, Guillotine's obviously fodder. That's the issue. And again, not saying fodder, but not as good, because all 3 parts of her kit are buffed up by Water Strong. So that's there. But again, for the Elysian category, this is like an S tier character. If you compare what is an Elysian and you put her there, she is like an she's like an SS tier Elysian. That's how bad Elysian really is. So remember, like, like maybe S tier, maybe SS tier is pushing it. Like, you have D Killer Wife as triple S, you have Maiden as like double S, you have her as like single S. That's like the Elysian category broken down. Like, she's no Phantom. She's, in my opinion, better than Phantom. Phantom had a little bit more less DPS and a little bit more cons to her. I think that she's like a better Phantom. Good support and some pretty solid DPS. So, and limited. So all of those play in favor for her, right? But yeah, we'll let the 3 minutes wrap up here and kind of end this here. If you were wondering the damage, though, Quincy at 388, Guillotine at 295, and Ludmilla at 284. That's again what we're getting over here. We could swap it up and try out other team comps, but this is a good way to end it off, I think. So yeah, let me know again if you're pulling, if you're skipping. I want to make it clear. I'll rate this character a 7 out of 10. I will say this. This is the end verdict for me. TLDR. I rate this character as a pull. It's a pull. It's not a must pull. All right. I still think that like Ludmilla and Maiden are more must pulls than Guillotine, but Guillotine is a pull. It's still limited. Okay. I still last year told you, like, if you want Mika, it's still limited. Right. It's the same way I would say it. I would say that Guillotine is better, but it's around the same thing I break down. So yeah, that's my my take. If you were to say. If you were to say. Wrap it up here. Let's see the damage. Let's see what we picked up. So, again, you see Ludmilla was keeping up, even though Burst wasn't going through. Imagine Burst went through, different team. 550 from Escape Queen, 470 from Winter Slayer. Winter Slayer allowed these two to do as much as they did. Without Winter Slayer, you saw where they were at. They were much less. They were much less. They were a shell of their former selves. With her, you see the difference. So, that's, again, the team comp. You got 1.6 versus It was the full length though, but you still got 106, or sorry, 1.6. If I were to do a full test, you would see it. But as of right now, that's my take here. Do what you will with this video. Hopefully it helps you. And I'm sorry to the stream. I know they were super happy to have their messages in chat on stream in the video, but sadly it wasn't a good video to me. So I apologize to the homies there. But yeah, take care, have fun. That's what I got for you here today. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.